Are you a racist? Oh, don't take offense at that. It's a very simple question. Are you a racist? What's racism, by the way? Most people don't even know they have racist tendencies in them. But you see, race is a political construct. And for over 300 years, I've been taught in schools and policies have legislated racism. But the question is, if we are going to turn things around, we should all ask ourselves, look in the mirror. Are you a racist? Am I a racist? People of African descent could be racist as well. People of European descent could be racist as well. Racism is innate. But hold on a second. Let me help you understand the types of racism. Perhaps you fall into one of these categories. The very first type of racism is overt racism. Overt racism, these are people who know they are racist and stand for racism. They vote based on racism. They make decisions based on racism. They live in neighborhoods based on racism. They are driven by their hatred for people who don't look like them. We are quick to point the finger. He's racist. She's racist. That's overt racism. There's another type. Covert racism. Covert racism, these are people who are racist, but they are not bold enough to say. They'll deny it, not bold enough to say. In the words of Donovan Bailey, in Canada, it's racism with a smile. Now we see a lot of overt racism in the US. In Canada, it's more of the covert racism. So the first type, overt racism. The second one, covert racism. There's another type. These are the unconscious bias. These are people who are racist but don't even know they are racist anyway. Yet, their thought, their words, and their deeds give them away. Unconscious bias. The question is, are you a racist? If you're an overt racist, you will likely comment here and defend your racist tendencies. If you are covert racism, you look at this, but will put no comment. But the unconscious bias will look at this and say, I'm not racist. And I'm always concerned when people say, I'm not racist. The question is, are you a racist? We should all ask ourselves, if we are going to live together as one people, which we are, it is time that we ask ourselves and confront our natural prejudicial tendencies. We've created a program for this. It's called the Diversity Leadership Certification Program. Yes, it's for leaders and managers and executives, but literally for everybody, for churches, for schools, for students, to learn, to go through a 14-module program online, which you can take at your place, at your pace, and at your prerogative. So you can learn the very first section, you can learn what diversity and inclusion means. A lot of people confuse the two. We introduce you to this concept through 4 modules. The second part is where we begin to deconstruct racism, introduce you to the origin of race, racism, racial profiling. And then the third aspect is to transform you into a change agent. That's really where we equip you with tips, tools, and techniques, not just to turn yourself into a change agent, but literally to be able to help others. There's only one race, and that is the human race. And in the human race, there's no place for racism. My name's Alex Ihama. Go right now, schoolofgreatness.ca. Register. Diversity Leadership Program, schoolofgreatness.ca. Are you a racist?